Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia. Beautiful day out there today. Now, I did forget to put this in this book, but I will be doing that in a minute. But I wanted to actually finish this page here. I'm going to leave that like it is. I mean, I know it's very... maybe I could put a bit of bling on it. Maybe I could put something on it. I don't know. But I want to put the tape here, the paper tape I got. I don't know. I found it in one of those old sewing things. Well, somewhere a long time ago, and I'm going to use a bit of this glue here, which is a really good glue. It is glitter glue, and I'm going to use that to put this on here. I hope everybody's been nice and safe and looking after yourselves and one another and everything. And I could have gathered this up, but I think it might be a bit of a... might make it too bulky or something. I need something on this page, but I was going to leave that, the original piece, out of that book that I got it out of because I thought it looked really good myself. You know, it's a sewing thing. Oh, come on now, that was... How'd you do that, Sonya? That's just... Okay, so I'm not straight today, hey? Everything's crooked on me. There we go. There we go. I actually ironed this morning with my hair straightener, jammed my finger, burnt this one. Ah dear. Oh, that was one of my favourite things. I think it's going. It's not going to be any more, I don't think. I don't know how I did that. Don't know why I put my finger in there. I've got no idea. Then while I was trying to get that out, I burnt the other one. So one has to be careful. It needs a bit of shiny on it, doesn't it? You know, like I could colour it with some glitter or something. You know, I could put a bit of this on, you know, and glitter up that. If I did that, I wouldn't be able to work in the book, but that's okay. I can do something else for you. So I've got lots of things you want to do. Let's see how this works, eh? Let's have a go at this and see what it looks like. The ironing board can have a bit of glitter on it. Okay, I think this goes better if you do it with your finger anyway, this stuff. I'm going to get it all over everything, Sonya. It's just like a bit of glitter glue or something, this is. It's called Stickles, actually, and that is a glitter glue. Yeah. And then I wonder what I've got for the machine. This was just sitting there, you know, how that works. That's a good thing, isn't it, when that works? I don't want a lot on it. I just want to give it some sort of a lift without ruining the thing, if I can do that. Come on, come out of there. These things are really hard to figure out if you've got anything left in them or what. You just can't tell sometimes. So it probably has got a bit of sparkling on this ironing board. You never do know, do you? Could be the fabric. So that's nice. Just a bit of that on there. That doesn't look too bad. Now, I don't know how long that'll take to dry, but I do have more things. That sort of stuff. Just, where did I put it? That's the only thing. We've got to worry about where we put it. Okay. Under that. Is it under all there? I don't think I've got anything like that grey. So I might just leave that for until we get some other colours. And that's got to dry anyway. So let's do something. I found a fair few bits and pieces this morning of things that I want to make for this journal, and I got them out, put them to one side, didn't work on them, worked on something else and never got any further. Well, that's a start, isn't it? You know, it's probably dry anyway, is it? Pretty close to it. It's probably better not to touch it. Now, I want to make this into a belly band. I don't know whether I'll put it there or... Things have been going really good in it. I think I've done some really nice pieces in this. I'm very pleased with myself actually with this book. I really like this. I want to put that there. I need to make a belly band though. I do not want to put, that won't be much sparkly. That's not going to hurt. Yeah, so I'm going to put a belly band there. But let's do a couple of little bits first that I have planned for, I hope. Now I want to make, I'm going to put some of these, or one of these, on the front or on a dangle. Now, sewing is not just using the machine. You can do lots of other things too. This is broken. Now that's sad, isn't it? Look at that. It's all broken. Thank goodness I have more, and I do have a few more too in the thing, in my box, in the box where I got those from, which was over here now. I put it down in there. I might be able to glue that one back together because they're only used as an ornamental thing, aren't they? Where's a white thing? Sonya, you had them here before. What did you do with them? Sometimes you can't see for looking, can you? I actually tidied up. Well, I put things where I could find them over here today. Yeah, and I can't find that thing with wipes in it. It's probably here somewhere. It didn't disappear. Right. Well, it has. Goodness me. I don't know if I've done a video without having to go look for things lately. It's just been really scary. Don't worry, I will get it tidied. Nobody panic. There it is. What's it under there for? A bit flat now. At least I can get something out of there. That's good. Right. Brilliant. What did I set something on it for, I wonder? I wasn't thinking about it. Anyway, I don't mind if I get little bits of flaky sparkle on me, or whatever I'm doing either, for that matter. So, there's a drying thing here too. What did I do with that? Never mind. Here we go. Probably more of a dusting thing than a drying thing, but anyway. Some of this stuff off here. So I'm going to get this, I'll take to move these into here. Now I want a piece of embroidery to put in that, or I was looking at the flowers. Righto, so that'll be in this box here. So what we're going to do is, so this is a mini hoop, as you might well have seen, and I might have to actually go and buy some more because they're not very dear. You can actually do your own embroidery and put it in it, or you can put a picture in it, or you can put actual embroidery in there, so you can please yourself. So we're going to put an embroidery in this today, but we're going to get, or a flower. If one of these would fit. Now it's got to go on this. It's got to fit on that piece there. Okay, and that will, the blue thing, that will fit on there. But then you've got a bare background. And that's going to go there like that. And this goes on the back, and then you screw it tight shut. Or we can have this pink one, like that, or that bit. I think I like them. I'm going to put that pink thing in there. What do you reckon? That'll be cool. All I've got to do is cut it the right size and hope I can get it under the, as much of it as I can. I'll put that back in there. Then that was all. We had to know, didn't we though? We had to know what I was going to do with it, if it was going to fit there or not. Okay, so let's get the glue and glue this directly behind that, if I can. Righto, just put the glue on here, eh? Put the glue on the wood. You could, I'm going to show you a couple of other things you can do today. There's a few bits and pieces I want to work on, so we won't get, if you haven't got one of these, you can do the other ways you can make these sort of things. You don't have to have one of these. Now this is going to have to go over the top of that, like so. So it will stretch out a bit like the real hoops do, the embroidery hoops. And don't you worry, I'm thinking about changing the colour of it. Not a big fan of the colour. So now I'm going to put glue around here. Now, you could cut it out first, but that'd be really hard to make sure that you get it just right. And previous times I've been known to do them sort of things, and you got not enough to go around, and you think, oh dear, that's not good, I've ruined that. You know how that is? So now I'm going to figure that I can do this by using that much. So I'm going to go out around here, around in the out around here a bit, so I've got enough to turn it up and probably go around the back as well, I hope. I'm going to have to cut through that little flower, I'm afraid. I hope I didn't cut too much off, eh? We'll be hoping I didn't. Seems to be missing a bit of the inside out of this thing. I'll have to use the other one, won't I? The little screw. Goodness me, why wouldn't that not be there? There's a screw here for it. Might have been, I could have moved it away when I touched something, I suppose. Now, my glue's drying a bit, so that's good, because you want to be able to stick that up there pretty quick. So you've got it, right? There you go, that's pretty cool. I'm liking that. Rightio. Now, this is going on here. And, like I said, I wanted to change the colour. The only thing is, I think I've only got I could use a white paint, I suppose. Oh no, look, that broke. It's usually not very, I'm rough, that's what it is. It's me fault. I'm a bit of a rough nut at this sort of thing, I suppose. I'm just doing it I'm being too rough with that. It's not too bad, it isn't really broke. Well, it's broke. I don't want to use it. Don't want it falling apart in my work. Not be good, would it? Come on, let's get this out of here. Yeah, so I'm not going anywhere for a while, I don't think. I feel a lot better today than what I did last time I was talking to you. I do. Okay. Now, we're going to use the same thing, aren't we? So, because they'd be the same size. We did have to be careful. Just be careful with it, Sonya. Go steady now. I suppose I could leave it that colour. What do you reckon? I'll leave it that colour? I don't think I'll tighten it with that. That's just more or less for the look of it, isn't it, really? So I'm going to take it off again. I'm going to stop fiddling with it. That'd be a good idea. And I think I've only got 2 left there in that pot. In that little bag, I mean. And we cut this off here. And do this to it. And if I put glue all the way around it, I might have missed a bit up here, I think. I don't think I put it up there. Getting too excited and carried away. Aren't I? Yep. That's not good. That in there. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now this one goes on the back. Right, so you got, that's neat. Or is that flat one there, Sonya? You're doing it wrong. Where'd you go? You're doing it wrong. Put this on. Carefully, very carefully. I don't think I'll paint it. I think I'll leave it. What do you reckon? I could paint it the colour of the, and that sticks on there now, right? It sticks on there. Make sure I've got this bit of there's not blood, there's fabric. It's fabric on the end of there. I've done that thing. I have a dish there to put my wipe in before I finish with it, because it hasn't got nothing yucky on it. I use so many of them things. Waste them mostly, I think. So I don't use them to their full potential. I just throw them in the bin as soon as I... Maybe it needs to come further through to the front, does it? Maybe it does. Yeah, I want it right up there. That's better. So, I guess if it sticks to that bit on the outside, that's fine. Right, should glue that. And pushing it back down again. It's up to you whether you want to put something in there. And I think I might have to, because I want to build it up a bit, eh? Because I don't want it to be... I want it to be right at the front. And I need to turn it around so not upside down, sideways. I need to turn it around there like that. There we go. How's that look? That's pretty cool. Might just put a little something in there. Tiny bit of fabric would work, wouldn't it? Just put something in there that's not going to make it like too thick. Maybe I need even 2 pieces. Fold it over or something. Just to give it a bit more body. I'll cut it out to the size of this one, so it'll fit in there. It doesn't matter if it's a bit smaller, that's not going to worry it at all. It just needs to be a bit thicker, that's all. So we put some glue in, put that down. I know I did think about putting another one of them in there, but it'll still stick out too far, so I can't do that. It'll come out too far. This one will go in there. Right. Now which one had the glue on it? I suppose it doesn't matter because you don't think it had much of the glue on it actually. I'm going to put this through here now and tighten that up. Well, that's not going to be much to tighten. You're just going to have to screw it on there. Hope it goes easy. Pretty cool, hey? I love miniature things. They'd be really good in your dollhouse. If I ever got mine made, I will maybe one day. I've had a few over the years and I've just got rid of them because I didn't have enough room for them. I don't want to actually tighten this. I just want to make sure it's not going to come off. There we go. Everything's starting to move, so we're going to leave it alone. Right. Let's see if I can fix that. I don't know whether if you dipped it up, the whole lot of it in glue and then painted it, might stay together just for the look of the thing. That's all you're going for there. This is probably not high enough, but it's going to do me now. If I put this round here, through the inside, it may be if it sticks to it. It's still back down in under there, isn't it? It's kind of defeated the purpose. But it shouldn't go. Hopefully this won't be pushed back. This won't be pushed back, I hope. Okay. Now put these little screws back in here. Because you never know. I might buy another lot and they might break or something. And you've got to keep these bits just in case. Or I can use it without the outside piece, I suppose. Put the two backs together. Okie dokie. Bags there everywhere. So now we have this, which is completely awesome. So you can put a piece of ribbon through there, in under that, so you can put it in your journal or hang it on your dangly bit on the outside, which I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it on the back of the spine somehow, okay? So I mustn't forget to do that. So that's that one. Now, I'm going to put some of these in. I wanted to put some little pattern pieces in because I did in the Art Last journal I did, but I haven't done in this one yet. And I don't like the look of that one because it went skew-whiff on me, didn't it? So I'm just going to make a couple of these. It'll only take a minute, I hope. Just to run up a couple of these little pieces. They're easy to do. And then I want to put some, I've got here. I've got these, so I've covered that square, but I'm not a really big fan of that. I've made some of these little cottons. They're for me, to make the bits of interest that go on the top. These. I want to do some, I'm actually going to cover some of them or not. Like I have some covered and some not covered. I've got two here that I've picked out that might go in that. And I have my, and then I will do a tassel too, because this is nice. That's pretty, but I don't know if it'll go in the book. We'll see what happens with that. I could probably finish that too. I just don't know. I've just been looking through a few things here this morning and getting out stuff that I think I can work with to use, right? So, because I had heaps, but I don't need the heaps. I need just some. Don't need heaps of things, but we'll just put a few of these bits and pieces together so we can use these. Now, I don't know whether to actually use it as that or to cover them. I could do both, I suppose, and make some sort of a pocket thing, okay? So we'll look at doing that in a minute. First of all, we're going to put a couple of these into pieces of card. So I want them to be about the same size, I suppose. I remember the last thing I put it on, and I put it on a piece of clear acetate when I made them. So we're thinking about that. We're thinking about them going on the acetate, and then you can flick that up. Or you can, and then each one of these also can be a little nest to keep them in, you know? What I mean by that, a little nest. Okay. Just get me cutter down. I want to make these a nice size so I can fit. I'll have to look at this and see how many will fit across the page. This colour, what I need to do, how many I need to make. And paper. So there's 1, 2. Two's plenty. 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 5. Okay. A piece of stray paper in there too, I see. Get that out. So we've got this piece of file folder. I want it to be a nice piece of file folder. I think that's all I've got close by here. Another bit for me. I don't know. That's fabricy stuff. Actually, I think I took them out in the lounge room. I keep doing that, don't I? This one's all right. This piece is okay. What's the matter with me? It'll do fine. All I'm going to do is make sure I cut it straight. That's my issue, isn't it? I need to cut it straight. So let's just go up there first. And then we need them to be... I like to work with the inches, and that's 1.5. I think. 1.5 inches. Really? Don't think so. Oh, it is too. Goodness gracious me, I didn't know that. 1.5 by 1.75. Plus you need the bit on the top. So that's 2. Reckon? 2. We'll go for 2, eh? Let's do the piece that goes down here first. Let's score the bit that we're going to turn over first. So we'll score that at about... Can you see where I am and what I'm doing? Probably not. Okay, how about now? So I've cut that down there, so all I need now to do is put this piece here that's going to turn over. I need a score line so I can just go down along that. And maybe that's not quite... It probably is the right size. So I'm going to put it at... Oh dear, what's that? That says 3/8. That's 1/4, and that's 3/8 of an inch there. Make sure you got this lined up straight, Sonya, because you probably should have flipped that thing over. Because on this it has the option to turn this over. So when you do that, you butt it up against there, see? And then your line when you score will be straight. But Sonya didn't do that. I'll just go up there again anyway, just to show you, see? And then you turn this thing back over the other way, and then you got your cutting side back, okay? If that's the right side. I think it is. I think it's in right. Now, I'm going to put for this next piece down here, I need it to be 1 1/4. I can only just barely see that up there, that little piece. So you measure from there, don't you? No, you measure from the line. You'd have to measure from the lines on you. You're making yourself up here. Okay, so that's... Which way? That way. There you go. That's 1 1/4. Right, that's about right. Didn't I say that before? I think I did. Okay, I'm doing this because I forgot what I was up to. Now I cut along it. How's that sound? How's that go? Here we go. So we're going to cut along this. I'll straighten him up a bit. Righto. And I didn't cut that bit off. Now I'm going to have to cut it off. The tiny, tiny, tiny edge. Some of it I got. Some of it I got. And the rest I didn't. Now, come on. I usually like to start halfway when you only want to trim it. Okay, so there's my beads. Well, that's a shame, because that's really not nice. I used to say to our kids, you know, that I can hear the neighbour all the time talking. She's always outside talking or yelling or whatever. But I used to say to our girls, we all live in separate houses because we don't want to know. It's private. You know, you don't have to be outside or telling anybody your business, and that's what she's doing all the time, that lady. She's always outside, and she wishes she'd go inside and stop and talk about stuff in there. You know, I guess that's been mean, I suppose. I haven't got the right to say that, but I just feel like she doesn't sort of care. None of the other neighbours get out the front and start yelling out and talking about things. Oh, very good. That's 2. I need 5, don't I? Okay, so I'm up here now and you're there. Okay, we're back. Yeah, we're back together now. Okay, I hope that what's the name's long enough. What am I doing here? I'll make sure that's right. I'm going to measure the thing. It's easier. Little square, save me trying to line it up here. 3. There's number 4. Number 5. And you know what? They're a tiny bit out, some of them a bit different. It does not make any difference to me. I don't mind at all. Straight would probably be a good option, but so I hope they are. Right, we got them. Okay, that's that bit. Also got some of that tucked down in there. Yeah, that's not good. My bone folder, where's that? Thing. Okay, so that goes back in there. Actually, I think it was up on the further shelf, but it should be right in there for a minute. Okay, now we need to put the fabric in here. So we need to turn this over. I should have pressed them down. That one looks a bit squarish, doesn't it? They're not long enough. Oh, Sonya. It's not long enough. Way not long enough. Look at that. Tiny little funny looking things. Don't know what we're going to use them for. We're going to have to go through that again, I'm sorry. But we can't not do something on this thing. I'm going to just have to not eyeball anything. I'm going to make them to what I think it is. I'm not going to worry about measuring that. Okay, I'm not going to measure it. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to cut this up there. I'm going to get... I did them the first time without all that goings on, didn't I? And that's not straight, is it? Oh dear. It must be. Says it is. No, I'm going to keep going further. Right, now go up there. Okay. 1, 2. I hope you know I'm still here with you, so okay, don't really panic. I'm just here. 3. 4, 5. Right, turn this over. I'm sorry about it, I didn't mean to hit you. Now, we need it to go over that far. Is that right? That's better. Nobody wants to measure anything. 1, 2, do I go to the third one, did I? Oh dear, you forgot really that fast, Sonya. Really that fast. Third one over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. As long as they're all the same, it doesn't matter what the measurement is. It really doesn't, because if I had did it properly, I wouldn't have made a mistake, because I just wasn't paying attention, was I? Not enough anyway, so that's that done again. I'll be setting that down there for a minute, because I don't think I want to use it again. No, where's my crocodile? It's here somewhere. Fair here. Now, I need to put the press this over, down. Here's some little fabric. Need my pick and shears. You know where they are. I do. I was organising myself, and then I went and mucked it up after doing all that organising. Righto. So let's get some little bits of fabric. We should be able to find some of those. I'm thinking I might put... I wonder what this would look like. Just a couple of little dresses on one, hey? Just one with a couple of little dresses on it. Whoops. Attacked the poor lady with the scissors. How many do we need? We could probably nearly do the 3 of them. Maybe not quite. Might be a tiny bit too big. Let that go before I wreck it. There, a bit of glue. I'll take it down a tiny bit further. So I'm going to have to cut a bit more off the bottom. I'm going to lose them numbers. Oh, that doesn't matter. It does not matter. Now put some glue on here, all over. I'll wait until it dries before I make the hole. Ah, there's one of them birds out there. Actually, there was a P-word. They're just as bad as the one that attacked me. It's just as bad. Forgot to put it on this side. You've got to put glue on both bits, okay? The top bit, that bit there that's sitting to, and that piece there. You've got to put the glue on, okay? Like that, that's pretty. It's already cut to size nearly, look at that. We're going to be having to have that one, eh? I'll just cut this off. This bit here can go straight. But you can't see that. So it can go straight up in underneath it. But do I like it? Well, I don't know. I'm a bit fussy now, aren't I? That's not good. How about this here? This is a nice piece of linen. It's not very bright, is it? But it's okay. We're going to have to do... And that's cut a bit smaller too, isn't it? Look, you can see the side of the thing. I think I want to do that in this one, hey? Don't you reckon? Just take a bit more off it. Oh, there are you. Sorry. Oh dear, I hope you've been seeing what I'm doing here. So that stuck really well, because it would do, because I want to change it. Because it would stick if it was... You need to see a little bit of the card, don't you, for the effect, I think. Here we go. This one is not dried yet. Sit down. I've put enough glue on that. Some more fabric. I like this body one. I had these cut out before. And I only just found them. I'm not going to have to get a drink of water. Well, that's really good that I've got it the same size. And that was a sheer accident, I can tell you now. Definitely a sheer accident. It was an accident. I think that's... 2, 3. I don't know if I'm too keen on that one. Here I go again with me undeciding with me. Is that the same size? Yes, it is. Very good, Sonya. Where's the other one? This needs to take a bit more off that. I might leave it then. I won't use him. Here's one here I like. I do like that. Wow, now I'm going to have 6 of these, but that's all right. So I can just decide which ones I want, which ones I don't, eh? Put this on here. Rightio. Do like that. That's delicious, isn't it? I think I'm doing away with that one. I don't know, it's not doing anything for me. It's not really that over the top, is it? It's not a... There's something else here. There might be something else. Let me see. Okay, so I've got some buttons on this one. Okay. I've actually found a few more pieces that were to do with sewing too, which I didn't... I lost that, but now I found it. It's here with this button one. I don't know what's on here that I can put on there. Oh, beautiful. Isn't this beautiful piece of stuff? I don't like to use it, but I'm going to. Because if I don't, what am I going to do? Just lose it through the stuff again? For me things? How about that piece there? Wouldn't that look good on it? Yes, it will. I'm just going to cut it a tiny bit big to start with. And then I can put it with the pink and shears and cut it down to fit. You go over there. So I've got these button one too. These buttons on. Like that. It might get someplace in the... It might be getting someplace in here. Okay, you want pins. You can't put it upside down, so it's got to go that way. Or that way, no. Could go this way. Couldn't it? Yes, it can go that way. Very slight amount off the side here. Just snippet it off and that's it. So you can go up this side here too. Please that still be alright to fit. Oh well, I'm going to fit it in there anyway, you see. Okay, now how long? Bottom, do the bottom. These are really hard to get open. I have to go with that with it. I don't know what's happening with it, why they are. They probably, I don't use them enough, I suppose. Could be that, I guess. And cut the top off here. Straight as you can. You probably could have did that with the straight cut thing. That'll be the scissors. I'm going to have to take another piece off this. That's enough. Don't end up with nothing. Come on. Now if you haven't got the fabric, you can use paper. If you haven't got fabric, you can put paper on yours. But I think everybody's got a little tiny bit of fabric, a few little squares of fabric, about maybe. This is going to have to be shorter because it's come right down over the end, and I don't want it to be too long because it won't look properly. Look, oh dear, that's crooked. It feels like spring outside, and I'm inside, but I can sort of, I don't know, you can sort of feel it, can't you? There's 5 pieces there plus that one. I'm going to actually try and see if I can clear some of this off here with my rolling thing. Fluff doing thing, which I can never get apart These are so annoying. I don't know why I can't find it. Oh, I found it. Look at that. I've nearly found the end bit anyway. It's a good idea, though, to have, I reckon, with one of these about, because then you can get rid of all this fluff. Sorry. Okay, right, put that back there. Bin. I'll fill that little auto up twice so far since we put it in there, and it wasn't that long ago. Rightio, here we are. We've got our pieces. And we've got our little cottons. Okay. Which ones are we going to use? Well, I do like that, and that looks good. That looks good. That one, because I'm not real keen on this blue one for some reason. It's not too bad. Probably would go alright with everything else. Okay, I'll stop that. I know I've got a little bit longer to go if I want to. I suppose we do it. There's lots of plain fabric out there, isn't there? You know, we can use that. Anyway, let's make a hole. We've got a few minutes to do this. Crocodile. And you just put a hole in the top. I'll have to finish this on another video, I think. Oh, put it on in the book. Come on. It's a little bit hard to get it through the fabric, but not really. Well, when I say that, it's not hard, but when it pokes through there, it might pull the fabric a bit. Well, that did. Look at that. It'll be fine. It'll sit back down, I hope. And these are really fun, and they'll look really good. Good embellishment. And pull the fabric up too. That did. I'll try this one now. Oh, I didn't clear the hole out. Should have cleared the hole out. Okay, so now I've got some of these. Got 6 of them now because I've got to decide which ones I want to use, but we will when we get to that now. So we can get a page, but do I want to put them on the page? But I think so. I don't think I'll do it the same way as I did before. They can be different today, can't they? They'll still work nicely. They can go maybe here. I like this. The background looks good for this. So you can write in under there, see? A little note under that. Let me take that one off. Okay. Do you think we take that one off? This is a bit crooked. Make that a lot crooked. Goodness me. Bit rough there, Sonya. I might have to straighten that a bit. Come on, come out of there. There we go. I didn't use the wrong thing, did I? The wrong piece. I don't think so. I just didn't fold it over straight. You know, that one looks a bit ancient because it looks torn, a bit beat about. I don't really want to use that one. This will look alright. It'll be nice. I don't know if I could put any what's the name around the edge of it. Any ink. Will I ink them? You can do your little writing underneath now. So these have got bits of fabric hanging off this. Anyway, we're going to stick these in. The whole lot. I don't want it lifting up the whole thing. I just want the top part that lifts up. So I'm going to try very hard to get them straight. First one is okay. Then you're going to have to make sure you line up the rest of them really good. Okay, you can do the first one. He's good. Glue coming through the top of that. Then you're going to have this one here next to it. I don't think I've run out of time. I hope I don't. I didn't. I kept going yesterday with one that worked all right. I got my head in here. Goodness me, sorry. I hope they're not too far apart. I don't think they are. I'll have one in the middle and 2 down the bottom. How about that? That looks good, yes. Plenty of room to write around it, underneath each one. Lots of room. We should put the black one in the middle, the black and white one. Oh dear. Do you reckon? Okay, I will. I'll put that there. That's nice. That looks nice. Got to get them bits out of the middle of that. Funny the cotton from the material. That pulled out, didn't it, because of the thing there. We got one more to go, and they're done. So we've done a couple of embellishments today for the sewing journal. Well, maybe I might have put these two close to the middle. Never mind, it's all on the page, and I guess that's a good thing. I can't see how straight or crooked it is because of the there's fluff on everything around this house. Hold it up like that and look at it. Looks okay. Looks okay. Looks actually quite good, really. I'm quite impressed with that. I like that. I mean, like it. Love it. See, and then you've got little tiny places under here to do your journaling. And then you can journal all around them if you want to, on the top as well. Just got to get that piece of string out there. I'll get some tweezers later and do that. So thank you everybody for watching, and I do hope you have a good day. And I put one of my figures here. I showed you that, and that looks really cool, doesn't it? Now I've got to do a few more pages that have to be disguised like that there, because I want to leave that. Might put something over it, but I want to leave it as much as I can, so I'm going to have to put something on these. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.